Well, I love the energy in the room, guys. Woo! Thank you, everyone, for coming. In case you don't know, I'm Dawn McArthur, and thank you for coming to join the wilderness. Joie dans la nature. So, as you know, I love immersing myself in the wilderness. I love wildlife. My husband and I will be paddling along. He'll be sprinting on his sup, and I'm in my kayak. Oh, there's a beaver. Oh, I think there's something else in the woods. So, it fills me with joy whenever I'm in nature, whenever I'm with animals, and I also love art. I started in art. Well, I've always dabbled, but for decades I was in art education. And that has greatly influenced me because the art education was with children. And you may have noticed that color, brightness, optimism, and a little storytelling is a big, big part of my art. And we'll look at storytelling. So this guy here, I have a little crush on the fox, and the hare. Sorry, and the hare. Yeah, sorry, hare. Not just the fox. This is called Now What. I'm drawn to these two many characters, but these two. It's my second of fox and hare. The first one over there in Summer Games. I just love the sort of natural dynamics between them because there's drama, there's tension, there's humor. I love it all. So that is strictly from my imagination. Here, yes, on our lake there was a moose adrift in a canoe. No, not really. Not really. That would be cool. This is one of 3 in a series of moose and canoe. It started with poor Moosey, although he looked nonplussed because he's a stoic moose, right? Very chill guy. Just adrift in the canoe. No beavers were helping. This one is called With a Little Help from My Friends, so his friends have come along. But this guy here, Early Morning Paddle, again is drawn from personal experience. We have very, very talented wildlife at our lake. Yeah, just very talented. So this is also inspired by Peter and his early morning paddle ritual, and he's often greeted by the slapping of beavers' tails as he paddles along. And this depicts our pond at the end of our lake, which is a really magical place. Here, first paddle after a long winter, and with these sweet bears. The birch trees are not horizontal. For me, it's all about the storytelling. I'll have an idea, I'll sketch it out, and then I will sketch it onto the canvas. And with the sketch, I would have written a ton of notes as well with the emotion I want, the time of day, the season, color ideas. The Woodland Art is a huge influence. Many of you may be familiar with Norval Morisot. He's in the news a lot now with the copies of Norval Morisot. So I don't say that this is Woodland Art, of course, but I have been influenced with the black outlines, the fish that you see in the water, and the storytelling is a huge part of Indigenous art as well. But I'll just move us over to one more. And when we're talking about technique, a big part of what I do and have in my paintings is balance. And so the colors definitely, refer to the season, the time of day as well. Like this one, the owl is just coming out. So it's nighttime, whereas you know, the birds, winter blues, it's earlier in the day. And the colors here, so I want to balance, so we have, breaks it up, there's some blues, lines of reds, blues, you know, red, so it helps balance. And the same with the trees, so the trees help frame the scene, but they also help to balance it all out. And this guy here, even though he's not like in the middle to be completely balanced, he's off to the side, and I specifically have him going in this direction, because if he's flying out in this direction, he's taking you away from the scene. And I wanted him to have you just even subconsciously follow him through the forest. Thank you so much for coming, and I want you to, you know, feel yourselves immersed in my wilderness, our wilderness. We're all so fortunate to have so many places throughout Canada that we're so lucky, so easily accessible for us, and like this is all ours, right? It's amazing, and it just fills us up with such joy. Yeah. Well, I think so. But yeah, so.